It's Mayor in the morning. Woo, woo, woo. I need a song. Guys, I'm so happy. I'm awake. I'm up. I did it. I started the show on time. I have coffee. Cold brew. I want to learn how to make my own one day. I tried to clean out my I know you're all about to make fun of me for still having a Keurig machine, but the light went on. I don't know. I guess this machine is about a year old, and this machine was the step up from my old Keurig machine, which I had for like maybe 5 years or something. I'm all about using things until they die, until they like my phone. That's why I'm still on my iPhone 10 or whatever. This has got to be at least 6 years old. Why would you not use something until it craps out completely? Because even if my phone were to crap out right now, it's like, okay, I could have another one up and running in a couple hours. So I guess unless you're in a remote location and can't get to an iPhone store. These are modern first world problems. Anyway, so yeah, I'm all about using things till they crap out. Cars, coffee pots, phones, people. No. So this light came on my Keurig yesterday, 2 days ago, and it kept saying descale, and I had been ignoring it for a couple weeks, like you do. And then I was like, let's see what this means. And I Googled it, and it's apparently you have to buy descaling solution. And I was like, this sounds like a money grab. I'm just going to Google, like, what else can I use instead of descaling solution? So you can also use, like, white vinegar. So I filled the tank up with white vinegar, which smells like vinegar. It smells like you're about to dye eggs. And then you just have to run it through. Like, you run it through on the 12-ounce setting, and then you dump it out. Like, run through all the vinegar, and then fill it with water, and then brew that whole thing through twice, I guess, until the vinegar smell goes away. I don't know. Now I'm afraid to make actual coffee with it because I don't want it to be like vinegar scented coffee. Okay, vinegar will work, but you'll have to run it through a couple times. Okay. I've also, I've been thinking about this for a while. Like, people say that Keurigs are an inferior way to make coffee, that K cups are for noobs, and that you need to do the French press. You need to do, like, I like it when Frank's mom will just make like a whole pot of Maxwell House, and it's real good. And you can just yeah, I got a whole pot. You end up drinking the whole thing over the course of a day. Whereas with the K cups, you're like intentionally have to make a cup of coffee each time. And it's more like, do I want this cup? Do I want to go through all the effort? And they're more wasteful. And you've got, all this plastic, but whatever. Climate change is a myth, right? Who cares? Are my little K cups going to make a dent? I don't know. Because I tried the Geek Grind K cups from the Nerdrotics. Like, they had their own blend. They don't have their own K cups, but I bought the Geek Grind K cups. Like, one bag was different flavors, which I didn't really taste the flavors that much. I like it when it's like a hint. I like when you go to a Quick Check or any kind of a rest stop or a Wawa and they brew like a flavored coffee. Like, I don't need sugary, syrupy. But I like a hint. I like a little like a French vanilla is breathing on you, like, or a hazelnut, just a hint, just a little whisper of flavor. So I don't really get that from the K cups. Uh-oh. You in the chat talking about microplastics? You're gonna bring the mood down this early in the morning? Microplastics are in the DNA of everything now. Well, shit. What can we even do? They do, yeah, they are convenient and they do produce a lot of waste. And that's the thing. What am I going to throw out my Keurig and produce even more waste? I might as well just keep using it or I sell it. But I don't know. I don't know if there's anybody here that's like good at selling stuff. Because I have tons of stuff I could sell. I have dresses that haven't, let's be honest, haven't fit me for years because I haven't been at size 2 in a minute. And they're good quality and I could sell them. But like, the idea of getting on Poshmark and taking pictures of now I have to do a photo shoot with this dress or dresses and then upload the photos and then like describe the dresses, and it's like, oh, I got this dress when I was in a bad toxic relationship and I was 120 pounds and now it doesn't fit anymore, but it's almost brand new. I only wore it once and cried in it. Like, no, I guess you don't have to give the backstory of the item. I imagine it's just pictures and you say, I wore it once or twice like new. But how much time does this take up? I don't know. Is it worth it? I feel like I have low hopes of selling something online. But again, these things are too nice to just throw in a bag and donate. When I used to live in Brooklyn, in Astoria, I would take my clothes to Buffalo Exchange, or what's the other one called? Something Crossings, something or other. And you just go like with a bag of clothes, like Santa, and they will buy the items from you. Although you have to be very careful about when you go, because you can't bring your spring clothes when it's wintertime. You can't bring your winter clothes when it's summertime because they buy for the season that's about to happen. So you end up just hanging on to this shit. But now that I live in Westchester and there's no like Buffalo Exchange around here, there's just like the Goodwill and Salvation Army, which I'm fine dropping things off at. But like for these few items that are decent, I don't know. I want them to find a home. I guess Facebook Marketplace is another idea that I could look into. Have you heard? Yes, I have. Yes, I have heard of those. Cake. We were joking about the KKK cups on somebody's stream last night. Yes, use everything until maximum utility. Bravo to your continued par excellence on Friday Night Tights. Best of luck to you. Thanks, buddy. Guys, I have shows coming up. I'm very excited that I've booked a couple more dates. So this is like I say next month. It's not really. It's like in a couple weeks. I'll be headlining in Morris Plains, Tiff's Ale House in Morris Plains, New Jersey, also known as the Dojo of Comedy. It's a really great room. I love these guys that work there. Mike Romanelli is the innkeeper. What do you call someone who's in charge of a place? But if you're a Jersey person and you missed the Atlantic City show, come to the Morris Plains show on May 14th. Then I'm heading to St. Louis. Never been to St. Louis before. I'll be at the Helium Comedy Club Wednesday, May 25th. And then I'm going to head to close to Chicago, May 27th. That's a Friday. I'll be at the Vixen in McHenry, working on possibly a fun special guest for that show. Just an hour outside of Chicago. So I don't want to say it and get your hopes up. And then if he falls through, everyone will be devastated. So maybe. And then I'm headlining in Austin. God, September. Do we even want to think about September? It's so far away. I will definitely have more summer shit booked in here. I'm working on it. And then I'll be headlining in Austin at Cap City Comedy Club on Thursday, September 8th. Never been to this club before, so I'm excited. I'm going to give Austin another try. I actually love the comedy venues in Austin. I loved performing at the Vulcan with Comedians of the Compound. I think that was last year or something. So yeah, I'm excited to do Cap City in Austin. And then I'll be headlining in Philly Wednesday, September 14th at Helium. Haven't been to that club either yet, so I'm really excited. Really, really excited. Get tickets. This is my website here, ChrissieMayr.com, for all your Chrissie Mayr needs. And thank you to whoever told me I have to update my merch link in my website. I got to do that because we're not doing TeePublic anymore. Because TeePublic shut down my Rootin' for Putin shirt. They stopped carrying it. And I was like, oh, really? That's how we gonna play it, TeePublic? Then I'm going to take all my shirts off. All two of them. No, I had more than two. It's just we're bringing them back onto this site gradually. So go to flagranttriggers.com. Flagrant Triggers. FLAGRINTTRIGGERS. Flagranttriggers.com. You can get the limited edition Rootin' for Putin shirt and Mayor shirt. Very comfy, very cozy, very soft. $27 includes shipping. Check it out. And then they've got links to my other stuff. That's cool. Love these guys for promoting me. Very cool. And if you guys have any fun, like I'm so open to people's t-shirt ideas. Like if you are a designer type or you're an artistic type or you're funny, like fucking shoot, you know what I mean? Like tweet them at me. I like making funny random shirts and shit. So lay them on me, and also continue to tag the venues that you want me to perform at that are near you, that of course are like, no vax passport or anything like that. But I feel like places are starting to drop that a little bit, which is exciting. What the fuck are microplastics? Frank's in the chat. Kayla's in the chat. Stream Queen. Thanks, Papa Cuddy. I don't know. I don't know if the places are dropping the vax passports. Like, I still haven't performed in the city since August, New York City. But I am going to start putting in avails for a couple of clubs I really like Grizzly Pear and Stand Up New York. And it would make sense to start doing city spots on Mondays because I'm already in the city to do my Compound Media show. So, guys, I want to get into something that has been happening over the last few days with Twitter. Obviously, we're all talking about the Elon Musk takeover. And I don't know if any of you guys in the chat have seen an uptick in your followers. I certainly have. Like, without bragging and trying to sound like I'm hot shit. Like, I was at like 64K Twitter followers. I think what's today? Thursday, like at the beginning of the week, and I'm up to like 71 and change right now. This is crazy. I haven't seen growth like this ever. And I don't know if I got lucky, if it was because of my that like trans tweet I did like 2 days ago about the grape flavored hormone blockers that I still can't believe so many people took seriously. Like, what the fuck, you guys? Even the like the conservatives and the right wingers, like, you guys, this is what I've learned, is that everyone needs to work on their sense of humor. Everyone needs to be exposed to more comedy, because when you're not able to pick up on obvious satire, who has a grape flavored hormone blocker? I was disappointed. But it seems that this uptick is legitimate, and everyone's been speculating on what is causing the uptick. I just put more followers in the Twitter search. But I have Dave Rubin here. Hey, Elon Musk, as long as you're digging, check into how New York Times, Forbes, etc. bought their Twitter followers to fake influence. See, I thought stand-up comics were the only ones buying their followers. Yikes. Major legacy news people buying followers? That's a little bit yikes. New York Times has 53 million followers and rarely gets 50 retweets. Very good point. Anytime you see someone with a shit ton of followers and they don't get very much engagement, that's usually a red flag to purchase followers. I could put a banana emoji and a pic of an 80s sitcom star and get more. See next tweet. Does he do it? Oh, that's great. God, what's her name? This is not Rue McClanahan, and it's not Betty White. Fuck. This was Rose, wasn't it? The old lady? I've taken so many which Golden Girls are you tests, so I should really know by now. You know what's the fucking coolest about this whole thing is Elon Musk responding to people. Like, that's been very cool to see. Here he is responding to Dave Rubin. I've seen him respond to Cernovich. I've seen him respond to Ben Shapiro. Like, he is observing. He's on point. He's looking, he hasn't responded to me yet, but I'm holding out hope. To me, I understand people that are like, oh, he's controlled opposition. Don't trust him. Don't trust a billionaire. He seems to look like he cares. John Rich. Who is John Rich? A music person? He's wearing a cowboy hat. I'll read it. Since the shadow ban against conservatives like myself has been lifted, I have gained over 50,000 followers in 3 days. Wow. That's more than I've gained in 6 months. Thanks to all of you who follow me. Thanks, Elon. Elon Musk has over 50 million more followers than Joe Biden. It is both amazing and suspicious how many of us have suddenly tens of thousands of more followers. Janice Dean's rubbing it in. No, of course she has a shit ton to begin with, right? I think it's obviously proportional to how many you already have. It's crazy. So what is happening? Elon is about to take over. I have heard that they have systems in place to keep current Twitter employees from like fucking kamikazing the whole thing, right? Like you have a surly Twitter employee, you're obviously, and they're mad, right? They're probably mad that Elon is taking over. Like, what is to stop them from? Oh shit, that was my friend. What is to stop them from just fucking it? Oh no, oh no, that's not what I wanted to show. All right, let's we're gonna stop showing Twitter. Hope you guys didn't see that. That's what's Twitter's the Wild West. Like, I literally had searched more followers, and something dirty came up. Ooh, gross! I don't want to see that. Even if it's a friend of mine, don't want to see it. Let's bring up an article. That'll be safe. Whew, whoopsies indeed. Good morning. Hope that woke everybody up. The conservatives question huge spikes in Twitter followers after Elon Musk takeover. Is this a little video? Oh, it's one of these. Yeah, this is what I like Elon. He's being very careful with what he tweets out. He's really trying to just have Twitter serve the masses, and he's really keeping it to the values of this country and what's written in the Constitution, right? Like free speech as written by the Constitution. Suspending the Twitter account of a major news organization, New York Post, for publishing a truthful story about the Hunter Biden laptop was obviously incredibly inappropriate. Let's not forget that. Wow, that was a fun little ditty. How do I get this off? Get it off! Ah! Nope. Wait. Oh, God. Help. Help. Make it go back. Ah! Hold on. Okay, back to the article. Prominent conservatives have seen their Twitter followers balloon since Elon Musk's $44 billion takeover was announced. Oh, my mic is very low. All right. I gotta fix my volume. Technical snafus! Okay. Prominent conservatives have seen their Twitter followers balloon since Elon Musk's $44 billion takeover was announced, prompting claims that the sudden surges proved the platform imposed secret bans on certain accounts. Duh! Donald Trump Jr. led the way in questioning the giant spike, which saw him gain over 87,000 new followers by Tuesday and another 119,000+ by Wednesday morning after weeks of averaging just roughly 7,000 per day. Oh, how terrible. Just 7,000 a day. I'm so jealous. No, I'm kidding. It's Donald Trump Jr. Yeah, that's a fucking gigantic leap. While I'm awesome and totally deserving of 87,000 new followers a day, it seems that someone took the shackles off my account. The former first son tweeted on Tuesday, a day after Musk inked the blockbuster deal with the struggling social media giant. Wonder if they're burning the evidence before new management comes in, Trump wondered, fueling a theory spreading online that Twitter staffers were removing long-suspected shadow bans to allegedly cover their tracks ahead of Musk's anticipated push for transparency. Wow, and look at all this. Who's Dina Loesch? Is she a congressperson? I mean, damn. DeSantis and Trump Jr. So I'm sure they were really, look at all these people. These are all people that they want to thwart Even the New York Post. Rogan, wow. It's almost like it correlates to how much they want these people silenced. Conservative, here it says it right here. Conservative radio host Dana Loesch gained 22,163 followers between Monday and Wednesday. Twitter has long been accused of shadow banning certain accounts by allegedly setting its algorithm to promote or demote a user's tweets as opposed to yanking them off the platform altogether. Oh, Zales is having a sale. Oh my God, it's Mother's Day soon. Are you guys getting... What do you guys even get, people, for Mother's Day? Are they going to have birthing persons cards? Mother's Day is... What's today? So not this Sunday, but next Sunday. All right. There's time. Thanks for distracting me, Zales. Where was I? Okay, this is Trump's tweet where he was saying, Trump Jr.'s tweet where he was saying, well, I'm awesome. And then he posts his social blade here. Bam. Wow. Musk has already said he's looking to make Twitter's algorithm available for public scrutiny to address those concerns. Wow. So of course they're taking it off. I think of it as like in college swimming, which I wasn't a swimmer. I was a diver. I fucking couldn't stand to I could barely swim to the side of the pool. That was enough for me. But diving was my jam. But I would see the swimmers, they'd swim with sweatpants on, for more drag to build up strength. And that's how I viewed the shadow banning. It's like you're swimming with sweats on. Like, yes, you're still gaining, but it's much slower. So now it's like, oh, wow, the weights have come off. And you're like, and you just had no idea how much was building up. Seems shadow banning is yet another right-wing conspiracy theory. Exactly, right? How many times do they say, oh, you're not shadow banned. You're just unpopular. Oh, you're not ghost banned. It's just nobody likes you. Turns out it's 100% true, Trump Jr. said. Trump was far from alone in garnering hundreds of thousands of new followers, with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, eyed as a potential future Republican presidential candidate, getting more than 100,000 in the last 2 days, according to Social Blade analytics. Wowie. And how interesting. It's not just that everyone is seeing an uptick, it's that we are seeing Democrats seeing a decrease in followers. That is what is so curious. Because you could be like, oh, everyone's getting an increase. I guess it's just, I don't know, they're getting rid of bots or they're getting rid of, no, it's like they're getting rid of bots, which explains the losses here on the Democrat side. And they're lifting shadow bans and ghost bans, and even accounts that were suspended are being reinstated. So it's like, damn, this to me looks so freaking obvious. Like, shouldn't they be embarrassed? Shouldn't Twitter be embarrassed to see this? It's crazy. Conservative radio host Dana Loesch said she was noticing an increase in followers and engagement after losing huge chunks for the past few years. Yeah, right? Like, anybody else feel like, oh, they did another Twitter purge, they did another booting of conservatives or people in the middle. Loesch gained more than 22,000 followers in the last 2 days, up from a daily average of 574. It's too soon for Musk to have done this, but I'm wondering if something was changed by those seeking to minimize their fingerprint ahead of potential transparency. Tucker Carlson, who celebrated the lifting of his Twitter ban. What was he banned for? Does anyone remember? His ban was lifted on Monday. He said we're back and gained more than 141,000. I can't talk. After a run of mostly losing followers. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was called for the likes of former President Donald Trump to be reinstated on Twitter under Musk's reign, saw her followers grow more than 130,000. Joe Rogan's count exploded by nearly 135,000, while Ted Cruz gained more than 112,000. It really is something how conservative accounts are getting massive followers increases today, tweeted Matt Gaetz, who saw his own follower count grown by 61,000. Why can't I talk? After averaging about 1,900 per day. On Tuesday night, Senator Josh Hawley sent a former Senate letter urging Musk to investigate shadow banning, as well as who was responsible for deliberately suppressing the New York Post's now vindicated reporting on Hunter Biden's laptop and business dealings. Yes, I think we'd all like to know. Here's an idea for Elon Musk. Open up the books on whose Twitter has been shadow banned, whose Twitter was suspended, who they've throttled, and who was responsible for the egregious censorship of the Hunter Biden laptop reporting. Make it all public. Could they even still do that? Is that what we're seeing now? The employees are kind of going, ooh, what shadow ban? Musk had earlier slammed Twitter's ban of the Post's exclusive October 2020 story on Biden's laptop, calling the move obviously incredibly inappropriate. Oh, this is Trump Jr. again. Damn, that's a lot. Twitter said the platform was looking into fluctuations of followers, but said it appeared to have largely been a result of an increase in people creating accounts. No, because nothing's set in stone yet. Do you think even just the idea, the chatter of Elon taking over Twitter is enough to create this much of an influx? I think a lot of people were waiting and seeing because he's not even really there yet. And I think people are waiting on deleting their accounts too, right? It's all talk, like we've seen people say. It's going to be the same people who say they're moving out of the country if Trump wins. Social media firm said they continue to take actions on accounts that violate our spam policy, which can affect follower account. How convenient. But stopped short of addressing specific concerns about shadow bans having been lifted. Right, because they were never there to begin with. As conservatives returned to the site after Musk vowed to enhance free speech and make the platform more open, liberals have been quitting in droves, with leading progressives seeing huge drops in followers. I don't see them just quitting. I don't see liberals just quitting this without like a set plan of where to go. Liberals can't fucking shut up. They're not going to leave Twitter without, without another place to go. New York Republican AOC shed more. Whoa, AOC lost more than 38,000 in the past few days. In the 10 days prior to Wednesday, AOC had gained about 966 a day. Kamala Harris lost more than 28,000 followers on her personal Twitter account. In comparison, she'd been gaining a daily average of 2,300. Holy crap. Wow. Look how much she's lost. Damn. This is very notable. Wow. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton is still alive. No, more than 21,000 of Hillary Clinton's followers vanished in the last few days. Prior to Musk's Twitter deal, the former Secretary of State saw an average increase of 1,900. Wasn't somebody else getting 1,900 followers a day? Senator Bernie Sanders' follower count declined by more than 23,000. Senator Elizabeth Warren lost almost 18,000. In the 10 days prior, they had averaged 1,800 and 650 new followers per day, respectively. The influx of follower counts and subsequent claims it wasn't a result of shadow bans being lifted claim, despite how is Elizabeth Warren getting 650 new followers a day? What is she even doing? No one's talking about her anymore. What the? That's sus to me. Kind of similarly with Bernie Sanders. Like, what? They're not hot right now. Okay, the claims. It was a result of shadow bans being lifted. Claims despite reports that Twitter had taken drastic steps to maintain smooth operations this week amid fears that disgruntled employees could try to disrupt the service. Twitter reportedly blocked routine changes through Friday, with tweaks only possible if they're identified as business critical and approved by an executive with a vice president title or higher. Damn. Wow. They've really locked it down, it sounds like. Every job I've been fired from, I'm always like, let me get some Post-its on my way out. Like, let me get this stapler. Important question, who cares? I care. You obviously, this string man, you probably have 12 followers right now. That's why you don't care. You haven't been thwarted the last 4 years. Yeah. She wasn't getting 600K per day. She was getting 650 per day. But yeah, it sounds like they're like buying all these bot accounts, all these fake followers for these Democrats. And like, why? Who gives a shit? To make them look like they're more relevant. They're cooking the books. See, I knew it. I knew it, String Man. Never had a Twitter account, never will. No Fauci experiments either. Good. Congrats on being a pureblood. Start a Twitter, String Man. You're missing out. It's very fun. What are the Democrats going to do now? What did they get? Where are they going to go? Kamikaze deleted your original Twitter account back in 2019 because I got suspended for saying retarded. Wow, that's it? I love the word retarded. Okay, Simon's going to join. Like, Simon, what would it look like to you? Like, what would it, you know what I mean? What would you have to see happen for you to join? Just people talking about, yeah, it really is different. He really is valuing free speech. It's exciting. Yep. Unprovable at this point. Distinctly possible. Folks inside of Twitter are removing repressive algorithms before Elon can dig around and he finds it. But Elon's not stupid. Surely if he's responding to Ben Shapiro, he's certainly following all of this chat about conservatives getting more followers and liberals losing. Yeah, I told Anthony to try and reinstate his OG Anthony Cumia account. I hope he does. I don't even know what he was banned for. Like, he was banned off Twitter before I was even going on Compound Media, so I don't know what happened to him there. But I hope he can get his OG account back because Frank checked the other day. Cumia had like 368,000 Twitter followers. So he should get that back. And yeah, of course, I would love Gavin McInnes to come back too. Wow. It'd be so crazy to see, like, man, these Democrats, these politicians just hemorrhage followers because they were all just being propped up. It's like, it shows you that real people are not really for them. Wow. How fucking pathetic is that? Wowie. I'm definitely shadow banned. Are you kidding me? Yes. I wonder, though, if I am still shadow banned off Twitter. Because it's not just, what was that website? Was it called like ghostband.com where people were checking their name? Ghostband.com? I'm just making that up. No, it's not even a real thing. Let's do how to check if you're shadow banned on Twitter. Let's see what comes up. I'm looking for a certain website name where you can just stick your name in. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. Hi, Dirtbike. Thanks for the super chat. Love me some Chrissie Mayr. Hilarious and beautiful. You are a rare talent. Oh, thank you. What is this a picture of? A trap on your thing here? Is that a plane? I know. I don't know what got Apartment Boss banned either. And then some screwball went and grabbed the Apartment Boss Twitter handle. So it's like, if you see someone called Apartment Boss with like very few followers, it's not him. Yeah, I would love to see Milo back, Laura Loomer back. Wow. Yep. Oh, interesting, right? Yes, this is such a good point, Frank, because comedians care so much about Twitter followings and like perceived fame, right? So definitely people, even more people will be kissing his ass if his OG handle comes back. So many phonies. Ginger Ninja, you super chatted and I missed it? How? How could that be? I never miss anything. Oh shit, here's one. Christopher Gorey. Why is Britler offering crippled ladies what? Why is Britler offering crippled ladies of the night to Scottish guys? Also, do you ever do Houston shows? Texas loves you, Chrissy. Thanks, Christopher. I have no idea what you're talking about with this Britler thing. I'll have to ask her. And we are working on something for Houston right now. I've never been, so I'd like to go there. But we're working on it. Ginger Ninja, I'm looking for your super. Here it is. What is this, 500 yen? What is this in regular bucks? Thanks, Ginger. Always love seeing you on FNT. I've lost count of the times you've thrown some one-liners that have cracked me up. You are a bright light in the dark. Oh, thank you, Ginge. Absolutely. Elon Musk will be invited to the next content house, for sure. That's a promise. That's quick. Curious to see how much mainline sites boost their numbers for profit and agenda pushing. Maybe we don't live in cloud world because it never truly existed. Right. Wow. Yeah. It's cray. It's cray. All right, let me check, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Ooh, you Googled Cap City. It looks fun. Okay. All right. If Tom Green has performed there, I should get him on a CMP. I feel like at one point I was messaging with him and then it just stopped. Like I dropped the ball. Okay. Julian Stanley looking off into the distance. Good morning, Chrissy. Did you see this morning's Zero Hedge article detailing Twitter was fudging their user counts? That seems so unlike them. Let me see. Zero Hedge. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about this, but on a different site. Zero Hedge, that's like a respectable, whatever. I don't always use respectable sites, so let's check it out. Twitter misses revenues. All right, this comes out today, this morning. Admits overstating millions of users. Oh, snap. Having disappointed on the top line, 1.2 billion versus 1.23 billion expected. That doesn't seem like that much of a difference. Seen advertising revenue below expectations, apparently slashed capex. What the hell's a capex? And somewhat expectedly cut all previously provided outlooks and goals. Twitter's earnings revelations offer a glimpse into why the board flip-flopped so fast and grabbed Musk's apartheid unleashing offer so quickly. Aha! So they weren't doing as well as we all thought. However, buried deep in the filings was another little surprise for the billionaire who just bought the company. Since the start of 2019, Twitter has been overestimating the number of users. From the DAO recast, in March of 2019, we launched a feature that allowed people to link multiple separate accounts together in order to conveniently switch between accounts. Yeah, I have that. A lot of people have that. You have multiple accounts and you can just whoop, whoop, swap, swap. An error was made at the time, such that actions taken via the primary account resulted in all linked accounts being counted as DAO. This resulted in an overstatement of DAO from Q1 19 through Q4 21. So they counted each individual account as one instead of one user having multiples. Well, that seems easy to do. The table below provides updated values for DAO for Q4 20 to Q4 21 alongside historical reported values for the same time periods. We are including 1 decimal place for both the absolute values and growth rates to give more detail around the magnitude of the changes. Note that the recast data is not available, blah, 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 blah. Looking at numbers. This is kind of boring. Okay, so it's like it's up, and then it's down, and then it's up again. Up a little. International's doing good. Global's doing good. I hate numbers. This is boring to me. Is someone covering their ass ahead of Musk's deep dive? And what other little surprises lurk below the surface of this leftist sanctuary? The question many are asking now is this admission material enough to warrant a price adjustment for Musk? Ooh. Interesting. Tweet, tweet. K-Max. Chrissy, what is your view on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial? Are you Team Johnny? Amber Heard impersonation coming up? I was just thinking about that today. If I should do Amber Heard. I'm not a blonde, but I do have a long blonde wig that I could braid and sort of. Yeah. I think I should do her. I've been seeing Tyler Fisher do Johnny Depp impressions on his Instagram, and I've been loving those. So I think I should try. I don't know how funny that would be. I should try. I'm actually going to speak with Legal Bites today to talk about the Depp Heard trial. So today at 6 p.m., I'm going to do a CMP with Legal Bites, who you might know from the Rakita Law live streams of the Rittenhouse trial. I'm without knowing that much, I'm Team Johnny. Just because he's, of all the meme videos I've seen of him, like cracking jokes and just like being funny. He seems very confident though. And she seems like a fucking manipulative biatch. Sup, Christopher Gorey? Apparently, Venti did a customer service stream and offered a Scottish customer of a disabled lady of the night as compensation. Sign me up. Yeah, that sounds fun. The disabled still like to get it. Content house in Moscow? Yes, let's look into it. And I will have Putin at the next content house. Content house Moscow. The best take I heard about the trial is that it's a real life episode of It's Always Sunny. Who pooped the bed? I mean, girl. You pooped the bed. Goodbye. How are you not so embarrassed? Like, if you're in a relationship with anybody, like in this day and age, everybody has a cell phone, like, be on your best behavior because anything could be photographed and tweeted. How angry do you have to be to shit on a bed? First of all, I could barely go to the bathroom. But when I do, I'm like, wow, I did it. I can't poop on command on a bed. Steven Suarez, going to drag my husband to your show in Houston. All right. I have to book one first. We'll be wearing art shirts of half-naked Adam Krigler. Yes. But Adam doesn't want to acknowledge his looks. He has to be taken seriously. He's a serious newsman. Mad. Mutually assured destruction. Thanks for the content. God bless. God bless you, Ma. Thanks, Mad. Oh, Lesbo Brandon. My Twitter has been fun the last couple of days. One post is gay porn, the next racism. Geeks and gamers are really stepping up their game. Oh, man. You think he overpaid? Oh, snap. I mean, do you think he's already paid for it? Or it's still in the works? Or is it like when you buy a pair of pants and you're like, hey, I have an online coupon. Can you just give me the difference? I wonder if he can have that sort of a deal. It is hilarious how much everyone is against Amber. What would be funny to do with an Amber Heard impersonation? Yeah, fake poo. She would just be like shitting all over the stream. Yeah, and just sort of like, but she's not. Would she be fun to impersonate? She's just very serious, and she's like has like no makeup, and she's looking very serious. Her hair is very done. It's like, would that even be fun to do? Mm-hmm. Amber Heard. Could I do an Amber Heard? I'll think about it. What's today? Thursday? Can I do it for FNT? Would that be funny? I'm gonna look into it. That's right. Okay. We covered that. Let's look at this other Twitter. That's good. What if she keeps announcing that she needs to go to the bathroom, not moving or blinking, and then just continuing on being like, I'm okay. I'd have to create a personality for her because I haven't seen one yet. You just have to be like, I don't know. Yeah. Pretending to be a victim. Amber Heard is, for those that have been living under a rock, Ray, she used to date Johnny Depp for a few years. And I think in 2018, she wrote a big article to the Washington Post. She didn't name Johnny Depp, but she talked about this like very abusive relationship that she was in, and she very much alluded to Johnny Depp, and it just tanked his career. So he's suing now over defamation. She was an Aquaman? She was? Oh, snap. I wonder, Porch, if this will start like a competing, like if the Democrats will be like, oh shit, Elon got Twitter. Let's get one of our billionaires to buy up whatever. Well, they already own everything. That's the point. That's why we're in this mess. So I wonder if they'll be less likely to sell to a non-leftist millionaire or billionaire. No, they were. I don't think they were married. I think they were just dating. Elon Musk news latest. Twitter announces results days after Twitter takeover announced. All right, I wonder if this is going to be redundant. Elon Musk has suggested a new name for Donald Trump's Truth Social app as he accused Twitter, which has just agreed to buy for $44 billion, of censorship. The Tesla boss, whose takeover of San Francisco-based platform was announced earlier this week, took to Twitter to compare it to the former president's own social media company. Truth Social, terrible name, exists because I feel like Elon is becoming what Trump was on Twitter now, just with like his bluntness and honesty and sassy tweets. Truth Social, terrible name, exists because Twitter censored free speech. Mr. Musk tweeted, Trump should be called Trumpet instead. Not the funniest, Elon. Honestly, this is not funny at all. This is like a first draft. Like, this is not what you tweet out. But he's trying. He's a billionaire. He's not going to be that funny. Musk will pay $42.50 in cash per share for the San Francisco-based company, which will now be taken private. The board announced it had reached a deal with Musk on Monday, and that it represented a 38% premium for Twitter's closing price on April 1st, the day before the world's richest person made his move for the company by announcing his 9% stake. He will most likely make significant changes, having hinted at it. Key points. Jack Dorsey calls Elon Musk singular solution he trusts. Interesting. Jack Dorsey's on team Elon. Mass Twitter deactivations after Musk takeover are organic. Twitter announces company will be sold to Tesla titan Elon Musk for $44 billion. Elon Musk's most notable tweets from COVID complaints to Bill Gates and Joe Biden bashing. How much will Jack Dorsey make from selling Twitter to Elon Musk? Okay. numbers. What are they? What is SEA? Bitches? SEC bitches? Elon still facing the consequence of a tweet he made 4 years ago about taking Tesla private at $4.20 a share. Oh, SEC, these bastards. Who cares? It's not that crazy. Oh, wow. The SEC forced him to pay a fine at the time, as well as all future tweets about Tesla have to be checked by a lawyer before he posts them. He claims it infringes his free speech, called regulators bastards at a TED event. But a federal judge just denied the agreement be scrapped. Yeah, why not? I mean, if Elon and Tesla aren't losing business because of his sassy tweets, like, let him fucking say whatever he wants. People should be able to separate a person from a business. A new report from the Financial Times suggests Twitter has written to agencies to reassure them that their ads are not placed alongside harmful or offensive content. Oh, right. That's what we heard Brian Stelter and them talking about, like, oh, we'd hate to see Twitter lose advertisers because now it's a free-for-all. I'm like, you hinting motherfucker. You sandbagging mofo. How do I get this TikTok video to my computer? I'm not on TikTok. I said I would rejoin. You. Babe, you're not. Wait a second. This is Amber Heard. I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched. Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched. You know, even a lot of fights been around a long time. I know. Yeah. No, when you fucking have a close. You didn't get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you. I don't know what the motion of my actual hand was. Oh, but God. You're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you. How are you? What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are. Oh, my God. That's the difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby. Because you started. You are such a baby. Grow the fuck up, Johnny. You started physical fights? I did start a physical fight. Yeah, you did, so I had to get the fuck out of there. Yes, wow. You did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You are admirable. Oh my God, what a gaslighting bitch. Okay, I have to do an impression of her now. Maybe this will shine a light on manipulative women and the fact that it is okay to acknowledge when you're like in a relationship with a woman who like physically beats you. Like, of course, like the odds are that a woman is going to like physically hurt a man or take them out. Yeah, they're lower, but that doesn't mean it's not hurtful. It's more probably psychologically, emotionally damaging, obviously, than physically. Because that's the thing. Like, men can beat the shit out of you, obviously. They're bigger and stronger. But women can manipulate. Like, women can fuck with your head. I think that's our strength as a species. Like, we can fuck with you if we want. But we shouldn't. I mean, there are manipulative men as well. I've definitely dated a couple. You know, toxicity comes in different forms. Miles Swan, Brian Stelter is the lowest Ren Costanza. You are correct. That is funny. Ugh. Lady, oh hey, Lady Gravemaster. Can't wait to catch one of your shows live. Will you be at the Nerdrotic meetup in Dallas in June? I did not know about that. Maybe if I am allowed to come or invited. I'll look into that. Thanks, lady. I love Dallas. I'm due for a new pair of cowboy boots because I've just been wearing my one pair every day for like 6 months. Oh, hey, lady again. Morning, gorgeous. Can't stay but saw you live and couldn't pass up a chance to send you some love. Oh. Elon is not conservative and neither is Trump. True. I don't know if I said that. I didn't mean to if I did. If leftists hadn't jumped off the cliffs of insanity, they'd recognize that. Yep. Mm-hmm. And of course, this is like the very vocal left, not the 80% of people under the bell curve, right? Which Elon has referenced. Like he's trying to make the 80% happy of regular people. It's hard to know what regular people feel anymore because all we hear from is the very vocal left and the very vocal right. But the very vocal left is like, oh, I don't want to fuck with you unless you're, in the cult. Thanks, lady. Dom. Hello, Dom. Compound is lucky to have you and your loyalty. Keep doing your thing. Oh, thanks, Dom. Yeah, I love Compound Media. We were off this week, but we're back on Monday with a whole new episode of Wet Spot. Who's going to be on the show Monday? Monday, May 2nd. Isabella DeLuca. Yes, she's kind of like a right-wing hottie. She's got a great Instagram, Isabella DeLuca. And whatever Amy will be on, who has a brand new butt and boobs. If you haven't seen them, check out her Instagram as well. Where was I? Is this boring? Are you guys tired of this topic yet? Okay. Twitter has made some strides in tackling online hate and extremism in recent years. And so while we want to be cautiously optimistic about how Elon Musk will run the platform, he has not demonstrated any focus on these issues to date. Hate and extremism. Oh, that's because they're nervous. They're nervous they're going to lose control of Twitter. Jonathan Greenblatt, chief executive of Anti-Defamation League. Well, how about if you have sensitive ears, don't go on Twitter. You know what I mean? If you can't handle free speech and shit talking, then don't go on Twitter. I'm just picking stuff out of my eyes. The Anti-Defamation League organized a boycott against Facebook in 2020. I missed that. We worried that he could take things in very different directions. Oh, well. Guess what? Life isn't a safe space. Oh, my God. I got one of these, okay, not sponsored by Starbucks in any way, but I did get one of these sweet foam cold brew things. Holy shit. I really should look up how much sugar is in this thing, because I'm sure it's not keto. But I decided to do one. I was like, okay, whatever you normally do, just do one pump of it. Does anybody else eat there? Like when I used to get Frappuccinos at Starbucks, I wouldn't just drink them through a straw. I'd eat them like this, like a disgusting fat person would eat it. Okay, it's taking me like a half hour to read one article. Concerns have come from Mr. Musk's claim that he is a free speech absolutist, as content like hate speech and other abusive posts are permitted. They're permitted under the First Amendment. That's right. Get ready for more N-words. Mr. Musk said that Twitter should match the laws of the country, and really there's an obligation to do that. Could Tesla put the Twitter deal in jeopardy? No. Tesla shareholders are concerned the deal could mean Elon Musk is selling a large number of Tesla shares. Oh, like borrowing from Tesla to pay for Twitter? Part of the money is raised using loans, but $21 billion of the equity will need to be provided by Musk himself. Wowie. However, Tesla shares are falling 12.2% from just over $1 billion to, that's so little. I know I don't know anything about investing, but that doesn't seem like a big deal to me. If Tesla's share price continues to remain in free fall, that would jeopardize his financing. Oh, you know what? I guess people who are unhappy with the Twitter takeover, right? Like the wokesters, a way that they could be like, fuck you, would be to sell off their Tesla stock so that value goes down. Kind of a salty move. Right? Do I know what I'm talking about? Probably not. I'm going to go with no, I don't. But Elon Musk putting the cocaine back in Coca-Cola. For his next trick, Musk jokes he's going to put the cocaine back in Coca-Cola. That was pretty funny. The first publicly sold bottle of Coca-Cola in 1894 apparently contained around 3.5 grams of cocaine. When someone shared a Photoshop tweet claiming he was going to buy McDonald's and fix all the ice cream machines, Musk replied, "Listen, I can't do miracles, okay?" That's funny. Elon Musk's lawyers had sought to terminate a 2018 consent decree that resolved SEC securities fraud. Oh, God, this sounds boring. All right, this is more just talking about funding. He argued that having his tweets checked by lawyers, a subsequent penalty for his action alongside a $20 million fine, crossed the line into harassment and impeded his constitutional right to free speech. Twitter says mass account deactivations after Musk takeover was organic. So, of course, they're denying that people are undoing what they did to help out the Democrats and screw conservatives. Who is Ben Collins? I don't know. Twitter confirmed to NBC News that the activity was organic, not automated. I mean, they undid their algorithms and then things happened organically. Okay. Does Elon Musk's buying Twitter put you off using it? No. With hundreds of thousands of people appearing to quit Twitter. I mean, they can always say people quit, and that's just like the bots dying off. Elon Musk calls for Twitter to be politically neutral. For Twitter to deserve public trust, it must be politically neutral, which effectively means upsetting the far right and the far left equally. Amazing. That's what everybody wants. Most people. Elon Musk proves he's an independent reader. He approved of an independent story on Jim Carrey responding to claims that he is one of several different people playing Joe Biden. Mr. Musk took to Twitter and responded to the story with tears of joy and shooting star emojis. He literally tweets emoji and they report on it. Oh, Lord. Let's see what women of color have to say about this. Oh, and of course, it's coming from a white dude. Always the best spokesperson for diverse groups. Women's group Ultraviolet releases the following statement on Elon Musk going after Twitter's top lawyer, Vijay Gadde. Women of color already face disproportionately high levels of vitriol. I mean, unless they're Candace Owens. Harassment and bullying on social media, and Elon Musk will make it worse. That's given him way too much power. How did he harass Vijay Gadde? Well. Oh, people are jumping all over him. Ms. Gadde faced a wave of online harassment after Mr. Musk criticized her. Guess what? Who's vulnerable to a wave of online harassment? Literally anybody who's online. It's like when it's somebody on the left or Democrat, they're like, oh, it's online harassment. And then when it's somebody in the middle or on the right, it's like, well, this is your criticism. People are clapping back or whatever. Oh. She was the one who suspended the New York Post account temporarily over the Hunter Biden stolen laptop coverage. Okay. Yeah, this has nothing to do with her being a woman of color. It has to do with censorship. Idiots. Suspending the Twitter account of a major news organization for publishing a truthful story was obviously incredibly inappropriate. Yeah. And of course they're going to make it about race. Idiots. Mr. Musk has called for Twitter to adopt a free speech policy, which has led critics to suggest the banned right-wing figures such as Donald Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene could return to the platform. Okay. Musk insists right-wing will be unhappy with Twitter as well as left. Sure, but you got to look at who is more shadow banned and who is more suspended. Look at him replying to Ben Shapiro. That's exciting. Ooh, is Tesla going down? People are upset. This is Ben Shapiro. Twitter should be politically neutral from Elon Musk. Washington Post and every left-wing blue check mark. You guys are giving away your game. Elon Musk responds, attacks are coming thick and fast. Primarily, thick is a funny word to use here. Primarily from the left, which is no surprise. However, I should be clear that the right will probably be a little unhappy too. My goal is to maximize area under the curve of total human happiness, which means the 80% of people in the middle. Again, sounds very commonsensical. Let me look at the chat, make sure I didn't miss things. Oh, no, I did that already. Yeah, and nobody that you know is supporting Heard over Depp. Yeah, I haven't heard that either. I haven't seen very many big Amber Heard fans. Did she also date Elon Musk? I read something that they had a three-way, like Amber Heard, Elon Musk, and someone else. That makes 3. Dirt. Okay. Okay, looking. Just, I don't want to make sure I get too, far behind. Okay. Where was I? Wow, he's been so busy. The Washington Post targets me relentlessly. Their insults could be higher quality, but some are not bad. I gave them 3 stars on Yelp, he tweeted. Jeff Bezos, who owns the newspaper, has lost his title as the world's richest person to Musk. Ooh, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. You know why that is? Because I stopped buying books from Amazon and started buying them from bookshelf.com. It's impossible to stop using Amazon, but for some things, you don't have to use it for. Wow. How long is this article? Fuck. The follower accounts of some high-profile users, including Katy Perry and Taylor Swift, dropped by thousands. Even the most popular account on Twitter, really? That of former President Barack Obama, saw their followers. Ha! Spelling error. You guys suck. Counts take a hit. There was speculation that it was either a purge on the part of Twitter or the result of hundreds of thousands of people leaving. Again, they're not going to leave so early. No. Because they want to stay and complain about it for as long as they possibly can. Now Twitter is saying that the fluctuations, again, another spelling error. You guys got to fucking step up your shit. And followers for these big accounts come from mostly organic closures. Convenient. Okay. Katy Perry, what has she done lately? I think because she's just one of their top propagandists. So, of course, they're going to steadily fuel her account. Elon Musk forbidden from disparaging Twitter and buyout deal. Why would he? All he's ever talked about is how much he loves Twitter. It's a clause. Okay. I mean, that's unnecessary. He's always been a fan of Twitter. It also shows that should either Musk or Twitter pull out of the deal, they would be forced to pay the other $1 billion. Whoa. I guess it's like a deposit. Elon Musk posts left-wing bias meme featuring Twitter executive on platform. Oh, yes. You guys saw this, right? It was a clip circulating of Tim Pool. I believe he was on Rogan with this Twitter lawyer. Oh, I would like to find that clip. Is it impossible? Let's see. Maybe it's on Tim Pool's account. Hold, please. Wow, Tim Pool tweets a lot. Gosh darn it. Where is this clip? Clipperoo. That's why I need my filing cabinet to get things up for me. I don't see it. Whatever. You guys know what. Oh, okay, this is a good thing. Did I bring this up last time I was talking about it? Maybe. Okay. So anyway, it's Tim Pool saying, here's an example of Twitter's left-wing bias. And the lawyer says, we have to take the context into consideration. And then Tim's going, Twitter's interpretation of the context is affected by their left-wing bias. Like, for example, like fucking Twitter thinks, oh, well, this is hate speech, but it comes from a leftist bias of considering any criticism to be hate speech or speech they don't like is hate speech. I would need to see an example of that. And then Tim's like, here's an example. Oh, God. And it's a vicious cycle. Okay. All right, this article's too long. Oh, okay. And True Social is currently beating TikTok and Twitter in the App Store. That is interesting. And there's been talk about, like, will Trump come back to Twitter if he's reinstated? But it's like a breakup, guys. Like, if you, like, Twitter broke up with Trump. Like, when was he booted? After the 6th? So that was like, what? A year and several months ago, a year and 4 months ago, right? Because it was like 2020. Right? January 6th was 2020. No, it was 2021. Snap. Okay. Yeah. So Twitter booted him off like a year and 4 months ago. It's like a breakup. You know, someone breaks up with you a year and 4 months later. You're supposed to be fully moved on, and that's what Trump has done with True Social. It's like, girl, you hurt me. I'm not coming back to you. It's like, I'm already he's financially invested into True Social now. What is he just going to bail on the whole platform? Yes, it's only been 15 months of Biden. So, 2021. All right, fine. Excuse me. Uh-oh, I'm on the back talk time slot. No, don't they start at noon? This is what's fun. You take your own cup to a Starbucks, and then they slap a sticker on it. This is what I got today. They spell my name wrong like they do. Van Cream Cold Brew Personal Cup, 1 pump of vanilla. Should I save these stickers? No. Only a weirdo. And then it comes off. One time I took this cup to a Starbucks. They were like, Dunkin' Donuts cup? Really? I was like, just make the fucking drink, you asshole. I had a Starbucks cup, but I left it in a rental car in Orlando. Exactly. You flaunt the new girl in front of the old hoe, and the old hoe in Trump's case is Twitter. Trump should use Twitter to advertise True Social. Yeah. But I think just the sheer fact of Trump being back and tweeting again is gonna make people bail off Twitter. You know, Twitter is like J-Lo. She's bigger. She's been around longer. She's more famous. What's a good example? And True Social is like, okay, like a hot young girl who's like not well known. The second you look at J-Lo again, people are gonna be like, of course he's gonna go back to J-Lo. What a terrible metaphor. Let's see. Let's bring up. Oh, I thought this was an interesting. This is out of the Daily Wire. Elon Musk's Twitter takeover reveals the left for what it is. Okay. There's a bigger problem. The left despises both transparency and free speech in the political realm. Why can't I highlight? Oh, well. The left would prefer secret algorithms that conceal shadow banning and bottlenecking. The left prefers equity in speech to freedom of speech. To the left, the potential harm of allowing free speech outweighs the value in open debate. Better to ban the Babylon Bee for noting that Leah Thomas is a man than to allow such content to be passed around Twitter. And better never to let anyone know the algorithms behind such bans. After all, with transparency comes accountability. And the power is the point. This is why Musk's first moves at Twitter must be to release information about the prior practices of Twitter, a sort of truth and reconciliation commission to make any new algorithms far more transparent, which he's mentioned he plans to do, and to fire employees who object to such practices, of whom there are many. Musk may just be the man to help restore institutional trust to social media, but that will require him to bulldoze those who helped undermine that trust in the first place. Yeah. Okay. I guess I should have read these paragraphs in order. Okay. The left's outsized panic over Musk's takeover is revealing for two reasons. First, it shows that the left always understood Twitter to be a key part of its ecosystem, a left-biased platform designed to obscure its own leanings, while propagandistically pushing a particular political agenda. For years, the left claimed that the conservative concerns about Twitter bias were simple paranoia, right? They gaslit so many people. Now, upon Musk's takeover, the left has broken into spasms of apoplexy. That wouldn't happen if they thought Twitter was their sole property. Good point, Benny boy. I'm reading this backwards. Yeah, one of Musk's concerns in buying Twitter was locking out Trump and silencing the Hunter Biden story. And because it was silenced, we couldn't have a conversation if it was truthful or not. And it takes, almost 2 years later? Oh, it's truthful. It's like, yeah, we could have all come to that conclusion 2 fucking years ago. Idiots. I'm still on the waiting list for True Social. I signed up when everybody else was signing up. And still waiting. Still waiting. I think he means like for those who object to the transparency. Yeah. Just make the drink, you asshole. I wish I could make. Which brings me to my original comment of like, what do I do with my Keurig? Do I just keep going with it? Or do I additionally buy like a French press? Or, look at that. And then what do you do with the inside? Ew, look at that. Ah, it's dripping on me. Ew. Oh no, it's all over my pants. Ah, I don't have any napkins. Help. Frank's not here. Ah! Get it off, get it off. Cool, I just creamed my pants. But not in the way you think. Anyway, do you guys like end up eating this stuff out here? Do you like scrape it and eat it like a disgusting fat person? That's probably what I'm going to do. You can get refillable pods for your Keurig. Yes, Jamie, of course, of course. Yes, there's like an empty pod with a top you can buy, and then you can fill it with your own granules. Okay. Okay. True Social is dead. Yeah. You know what? You know what should have happened is Elon should have bought Twitter like as soon as he could after Trump was banned. But he's done it soon enough, like before Truth has really had the chance to take off. So better late than never, right? Twitter is still bae. Twitter is still daddy. You guys are... Maybe I need to do a Twitter poll. French press versus stay with Keurig versus buy an old school coffee pot. Did I do all my articles? Let's see. Oh, I did. Okay. Let's talk about what else is new. Oh God. Okay, this is like a kind of a gross right turn here, but I thought it was pretty cool because it involves a Long Island murder. Cleanup crews take us inside gruesome murder and suicide scenes. Ew. With murders and suicides surging in the U.S., homicides rose a record-setting 30% in 2020. Whoa. You know what that's a result of? Sheltering in place. Working from home. Driving each other nuts. There is an increased demand for companies that clean up after such grisly deaths. The crime was attempted murder after a Long Island, not just Long Island, but a Long Island man. Does that mean he was tall or he had a long penis? Allegedly stabbed his wife and then tried to kill himself. Their home resembled the aftermath of a horror film. Is that this photo right here? Blech. Blood was everywhere. Victoria Vallone, operations director with BioRecovery, a New York-based... What's BioRecovery about? Ew. Biohazard cleanup. Wouldn't that be funny if, like, you know, like a messy person, like a messy college student or like bachelor, and you literally call up, you hire BioRecovery to like clean their place? That'd be a fun prank. A New York-based company that cleans up death scenes told the Post, when people survive an attempted murder, they run all around the house. Oh, right, because they're freaking out because they don't want to die. By the time Ballone's crew rolls in, referred. Oh, so you can't just book them yourself. An insurance company has to book them. Boo. Both parties had been taken to the hospital by EMS, but plenty of blood lingered. I don't ask for too many details, Valone said. I just assure relatives that we will go immediately and take care of it. We arrive in hazmat suits and remove all the biological material. That means blood, body parts, cum, fingers, hair. I said blood already. We use an ATP monitor, which measures bacteria on direct surfaces. Blood or biomaterial might not be visible to the eye, but it needs to be cleaned. This is true of just anybody living anywhere. Like, just because something doesn't look dirty, this is something women understand that most men don't. Is like, yeah, don't wait till it's fucking disgusting before you clean the bathroom. Sorry. We removed carpeting. A lot of floors had tiling, which is good for keeping blood from seeping through. Ew. Wood floors can have cracks that allow the blood to go deeper and deeper. Ew. How would they get... Oh, there's no way they get it all out. Come on. Blech. With murders and suicides surging in the United States. See, if anybody is looking for a job, I'm sure places like death cleanup crews are hiring. If you can stomach it. Homicides rose a record-setting 30% in 2020 and have not abated. Cleanup posses are busy. We're seeing more suicides than ever. Damn. Said Andrew Dalinak, owner of Northern New Jersey's Spalding Decon. Let's see what Spalding Decon is about. How much do they charge? Oh, they're not saying. Oh my God, there's reviews here? Okay, I gotta go to this review page because it's kind of funny. Wait, Spalding Decon in Montville. So here's Spalding Decon in Montville, New Jersey's unattended death cleanup. Oh my God, look at this website. DuckDuckGo blocked this video to prevent Facebook from tracking. Oh, thanks, DuckDuckGo. This is what they do. Biohazard, hazmat, crime scene, coronavirus. Come on. We know there's no more surface transfer. Death and decomposition, blood, drug lab, strong odor and smoke, and much more. We can help you with the paperwork. Wow. We don't need a whole backstory about the owner. These are the reviews. Their team really impressed me. They got in and made the whole situation more comfortable for everyone involved and got the job accomplished in a timely manner. Damn. I recommend highly having them come out and take a look at whatever you need done. They are very helpful in a lot of ways. Bailey's being super vague about what the fuck happened at his house. Andrew and his crew did an amazing job. He was very knowledgeable and answered all my questions. Like, what the fuck happened here? And is my house haunted now? The quote and price were very good. You can trust the team at Spalding Decon. I can highly recommend Spalding Decon for hazardous cleanup. These guys are professional, fast, and they don't ask me any questions. The team of great individuals take their jobs very seriously and with great compassion. They picked up my wife's skull pieces with care. The overwhelming task of going through our elderly parents' home. Oh, it sounds like the old people died in their home normally. All right. That seems probably fine. By hiring the team, they made what seemed like an impossible task of sorting through 60 years worth of saved memories into a week. Oh, I thought they just clean up biological materials. They're going to help you go through old photos and shit. I should have called them for that. Crazy, but they made it happen, and they saved the very special things for us to cherish. I thought they just did body parts. What, are they going to show up in a hazmat suit and go through photo albums with you and go through records and old jewelry? I'm confused about what these people do. All right. Imagine you just have a crew of people in hazmat suits and you're like, should we keep these books? Game reward. They pick up, they clean up after deaths. They go to your house and they remove biological parts. And yeah, that would be a wonderful service to provide if they deleted your internet browser history. Oh, and they do hoarder cleanup. Yeah. Ugh. Damn. If you can die not being a hoarder, I think that's a huge accomplishment. Like when I first started Frank, he noticed that I was collecting a little too many lotion bottles from road gigs. And he was like, let's not do this anymore. And I was like, you're probably right. Where was I? Oh, the blood cleanup article. Where'd it go? There it is. So this is what they do. Hoarders and blood and shit. And apparently family memories. They are generally... Aha! Okay. Oh, okay. So we're talking about suicides that are up in Jersey and also probably everywhere. Regarding suicides, they are generally older males with the use of a shotgun or a rope. A shotgun suicide is the hardest to clean up. All right, take note. If you if you're like fuck everyone, then go shotgun suicide. That's the messiest. But isn't a shotgun like long? Like how would you? I don't know. Again, don't kill yourselves, people. Come on. There's so much to live for. Comedy, delicious food, unless you're doing keto. Danilak recalls an incident from just before Christmas. Classic. You're like, fuck, I don't want to get Christmas presents one more year. You always spend more than you think you do, than you think you want to. when a 30-something son of elderly parents shot himself in the basement of their home. As is the norm, a crew of crime scene cleaners arrived in hazmat gear and employed proprietary cleaning products. That means they're not going to tell you what's in it because they don't want you to make your own and clean up your own crime scene. We had to pick up a piece of the individual's head. Ew! Head and bone fragments from behind a storage box. Ugh. Ugh, pieces of head. The floor was concrete. We cleaned it and sanded it and sealed it so that the odors and stains stayed inside. A HEPA, air scrubber vents everything out and filters the room. Ew, look at all this. Gross, gross. Oh my God, ew. Get away, get away. Bio-recovery cleaned up after an alleged murder-suicide attempt and said floors sometimes have to be removed. Yes! Remove the floor. Get a whole new everything. Companies generally... Okay, now I know how much... I was wondering what they charge. I don't know. I feel like I have to blow my nose. Companies generally charge around $5,000 for such services. Or you just get a cleaning lady who wants to make a quick buck. While it might generate bank for Valone and her comrades, the rising rate of violent death leaves her chilled. It's terrible, she said. We deal with families when the bloodshed just happens. We get there within an hour. It's fresh and sensitive and people are crying. Ooh. But the cleaning has to be dealt with by a licensed company. The last thing we want to do is allow the family members to do it themselves. It is illegal for unlicensed people to dispose of regulated medical waste. There can be dangerous drugs like fentanyl or HIV in the blood, and it is not the way they want to remember the loved ones. Damn. Yeah. When my mom died, man, all right, this is a little fucked up, but like my mom died at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. My dad didn't call me till 9 a.m. Like, I don't know what you guys all do when someone dies, or if you're like around the, like, of course you're not, if I'm not around the person as they're dying, like, which sucked. I should have been there. I don't know. I went back and forth about like, should I, but they were in Florida. So it's like, what do you fucking want me to do? She died at like 4 a.m. My dad didn't call me till 9 a.m., which is like, I don't know. I would have preferred to had that call like as soon as, maybe that's as soon as he could have called me. Maybe he just, you know, wasn't up to calling people until 9. But I don't know. I'd rather have known sooner than later. But anyway, my dad, like, didn't have the cleanup people come till, like, 12 or 1 o'clock. What the fuck? Why did he wait so long? Like, that shit still bothers me. And like, I feel like my dad, he said something to the effect of, like, yeah, he took a lock of her hair. And then he said that he was trying to clean her up. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, ugh, I don't know. I just don't like how long it took for people to come. But again, I wasn't there. But that will always bother me. Like, what? I don't think, is that normal? Has anybody in your guys' family ever, like, taken a weirdly long time to have the cleanup people come? And it's fucking Florida. There's probably one of these crews on every block because people are dying all the time. It's Florida. Ugh. You walk inside. These people have to be like nurses. Like that level of dealing with blood and grossness. Probably even more so. Because it's just like there's gross blood everywhere. You walk inside, have immediate sympathy for the family. When absolutely necessary, Valone said, we do demolition. We get all biohazard material out of there. Even if we have to knock down walls, when a body decomposes on the floor, you can smell it down the block. All the gases are out. In those instances, the floor needs to be removed with power tools. Ew. Is there a dog here? Uh-oh. Oh, I hope the dog is okay. Gross, gross, gross. Ugh, this woman has her ponytail hanging out? No. This looks actually like a friend of mine. Why? Why? No, tuck that shit back. Don't get any of the dead body gas on your hair. And what is this a blower for? Or is this a smoke machine? As far as their own queasiness over all this, we keep puke buckets outside. Oh, no. said Valone, and might change blood-soaked hazmat suits 6 times over the course of a job. Oh, wow. Cleaners learn to get beyond the gore and remain strong for the clients who need them. But damn. It takes some getting used to. Remembers early jobs where she was getting emotional, and my colleague said earbuds in and completely stayed focused. Yeah, that's what I would do. What do you think is the best music to listen to while you clean up body parts and blood? Like, what I think I would. It's like, do you do easy listening to balance it out, or do you just put on like Rage Against the Machine? Wow. What would I listen to if I were cleaning up guts? That's a really good question. Maybe Michael Bublé. Formerly employed in the production department of... Wow, so this woman went from working at J. Crew to picking up pieces of heads. A son slit his mother's throat in the kitchen, dragged her through the house to the bathtub, and then turned himself in. There was biohazard and blood throughout the home. She's pretty hot. She's good looking. I bet she's like into goth stuff. I mean, this is a pretty goth job to have. Wowie. In another job alone, an elderly woman had fallen onto her white shag carpeting with a broken hip. See, when you're an old person, you got to get rid of the white shag carpeting. She laid there for days, unable to get up. Oh, no! And the dog got hungry. No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The dog was eating her. Oh, no. Oh, no. He dragged around pieces of her arteries. The woman passed away in the hospital. I don't know what happened to the dog. The dog was probably so embarrassed that he's like, I got to get out of here. Oh, would your dog eat you? I really hope Muffin and Waffles would not eat me. But again, I would want them to live on. So if they had to take a little nibble, I would understand, I guess. Not my face. Eat something else. Or don't eat my, you know what I mean? Nothing, not my junk either. Have a little nibble at my side, I guess, if you must. Still, seasoned cleanup crews are made cognizant of the job that needs to be done and the difficulties endured by surviving relatives. Wow, these guys are tough. What the heck is this for? Another smoke machine? Wow. We're seeing more suicides than we ever have. Before elbow grease gets applied, I reassure clients that I am sorry about everything. You know, it'd be like a fun TV show, like a murderer who actually works for this like cleanup crew thing. They would never suspect you. Dalianek, it sounds almost like Dexter. Danilak explained that he works to keep customers, particularly those dealing with the most unsettling situations, as assured as they can under the circumstances. When there is a big domestic abuse or suicide, I personally go and talk to the family and make sure they are comforted. Wow. So this is basically like you're a therapist and you have to be really good at cleaning. And you have to be able to handle like blood and gore like a doctor. We leave the place as if it never happened? Yeah, right. I'm sure you miss a few things. What up, Young Pei Chang? Good morning, Chrissy. Good morning, Frank. Thanks, Young Pei. Do you think your dogs would eat you? Yes, they are still animals. No, I, of course, would not want the dogs to die. I would absolutely want them to live on. But just please don't eat my face if you can avoid it. Although sometimes when Waffles, like, licks my face, she will, like, kind of bite a little bit at my nose because she's excited. Or she's trying to eat me. Yes, this is a perfect cleaning up body parts song. Zombie by the Cranberries. Zombie, zombie. When someone dies, I have the plastic, the skill saws, bleach, lye, and gloves. And wow, okay. That's a little too ready. Huey Lewis in the news. To clean up body parts. Spotify liked playlist on random. That's what I play 95% of the time. That's funny. This is the reason why when people are like, what are you listening to right now? I go, I don't know. I just have this one list. Yeah, exactly. Nobody wears J. Crew anymore, which is why she had to move on to picking up body parts. Corns, dead bodies everywhere, dead Kennedys, Cannibal Corpse, a crooner. Enya. Who can say where the world blows? Those aren't the lyrics. Classical music, yeah, that would be like if you're getting artistic with it. Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah. You would listen to something like this and then just like tell yourself that this is like a Halloween haunted house situation. Beethoven, Linkin Park, death metal, jazz is to Dexter. Enya, another vote for Enya. That is pretty calming. I don't know if she's single. You should check it out. She's it's I think it's Spalding Decon out of Jersey. Wouldn't that be a funny way to like hit somebody up? Be like, I saw you in this article. Pilgrim Media. Top of the morning to you, Chrissie Mayr. Top of the morning to you, Pilgrim. Wowie. I missed one. Cats would eat you over dogs. See, that's why dogs are better. Because they're like, I know you're dead, but I'm going to wait till I'm starving. The Killers. Yep. Victoria does look like an Instagram model. I think it's good to have somebody who's like, oh, good question. Do the specialists have to know how to explain autoerotic asphyxiation? I would just say, you know what? They died doing what they love. And that's open to your interpretation. Miles Swan, that Valone chick looked like an Instagram model. Yeah. I wonder if she has Instagram. Let me go to the website again. Let me see if I can get her name. Victoria Valone. I'm looking her up. Oh my God. Please, God, let her have an Instagram. That would be so great. Okay. Victoria Valone. Is this her? No way. Is this her? Could it be? Oh, crappers. Okay. Ah, my whole thing went away. Okay. Let's bring up her photo again. This is Victoria Valone. Take a good look. Take a mental note. And then now I'm going to search for other Victoria Valones via Instagram. Is this her? You guys are like, oh, she has a man. Boring. Is this her? No, the one from the article has dark brown eyes. This chick has light eyes. All right, let's try again. Victoria Valone. Let's try Victoria Valone number 2. No, because the one from the article had dark hair. Like black hair. Let's try again. Am I spelling it right? Victoria Valone. Another option could be to try to find her on LinkedIn. Former job at J. Crew. Okay. Could it be this girl? Maybe. But she's in Buenos Aires. This is what women do. This is like why women make good investigative journalists, because we can. I don't think that's her either. Darn it, I'm losing hope. Vicky Valone? No, she's also Latinx. Darn it, guys. Are we going to find her? No. Victoria of Elon, New Jersey. Would that help? I don't know what to do. Vic Valone. Could this be her? No. Damn it. Where are you, Victoria? I don't think we're going to find her, guys. Should we try Facebook? What does the chat think? She kind of does look like a wrist. Would not bang. Really? No? Why don't you Google it with her job title? Her forehead is too big? What's wrong with you people? Also, maybe careful of searching live. Why is that bad? Nina Infinity wrenched me last night. I saw that. Congrats. I did say Latinx. I'm going to keep looking. Victoria Malone. Spalding. Right? Or does she work at the other one? BioRecovery. She works at BioRecovery. BioRecovery. Oh my goodness. It's giving her email and address. I don't want to go that far. Okay, she's the director of operations at BioRecovery. It's based in Ronkonkoma. Just this cleanup crew is coming up. What a funny thing to like look up. BioRecovery. We could look at the website. That's not creepy, right? Ronkonkoma. Yelp. Okay. Wait a second. Harriet the Spy. Chrissy, would a Queen Boudica movie work? What are you even talking about? Elsa Barrett. My friend used to do crime scene cleanup. They even tried doing a reality TV show about it. Grime Sweepers. Might still be able to find the episodes online somewhere. Also, morning. Morning, Elsid. I don't know. Who is Queen Boudica? Okay. Really? Ministry of Truth is the new Patriot Act. Musk buying Twitter will destroy our freedom. Really? Oh, negative YouTube. Okay. I get it. All right. Back to the search for Victoria Valone, the hot girl from the bio cleanup. All right. So here is the BioRecovery in Ronkonkoma testimonials home about in the news. It's probably this article. Wow. Okay. Meth labs. What? Meth lab recovery. Interesting. Hoarding. Yes, you're right. They do hoarding. Call them for all your hoarding needs. If you know a hoarder in Long Island, call Long Island, New York City Crime Scene Trauma Cleanup. Remediation. Okay, so mold decontamination. If you have a superbug or asbestos. Asbestos. Testimonials. Gosh darn it. Where's this girl? About. Certifications. Nope. Got a lot of certifications here. Woo. Okay. No sign of the hot girl. Call and ask for Victoria. But then what am I gonna do? You know. Be like, is Victoria Valone there? I'm doing a live show, and some people think you're hot. So maybe I could have her come on Simpcast. That would be funny. Victoria Valone. Biorecovery. Does she have a LinkedIn? You ever think if someone somewhere is like Googling you the way I'm Googling this random chick? Probably. Okay. I don't want to know about her family tree. All right, maybe I need to stop searching. I just wanted to find a simple Instagram account. Is that too much to ask? Call them up. But then what? Like, what's... interview her? Okay. Does that make sense to have her on a episode? Be like, call and ask for her Instagram? Really? Hi, Victoria. Do you have a body to clean up? No, we just want to follow you on Instagram. I don't have any clout. Let's try Instagram again. And we'll do Victoria Valone Bio Recovery. Victoria Valone Bio Recovery. Would she put that in her... If I was Victoria and I was a hot girl that worked for Bio Recovery, would I have that in my Instagram profile? Probably not. Probably be like, jet setter, love to travel. Buy me shit. Or maybe she's just cool and she doesn't fucks with Instagram. It's hard to know. If I cleaned up bodies all day, would you want to post on Instagram? Actually, yes. If I just cleaned up, like, cleaning up bodies is a very private job, and I think I'd be like, oh, here's this other, if it were me personally, I'd be like, here's this other side of my personality. Here's me in a bikini bending over at the beach. Be like, we want to clean up your body now. Oh God. Be like, hey Victoria, are you bisexual by any chance? Like, I have a lot of biological material for you to come up. Yep. No, it's just cum. Just should I call? No, because what if I Twitter? Brilliant. I didn't even think to check Twitter. Oh, before I check for Victoria on Twitter, I did want to share this screen from Twitter. This is from Hillel Newer. I fear Elon Musk could undermine the ideological diversity, equity, and inclusion at Twitter, which currently maintains a careful balance of 98.7 for one side. Holy fuck, look at this. Retweeted it from Tim Pool. This is from Vox. Employee donations to midterm candidates by party. Netflix, look at it, 99.6, I guess, what is this, percent of people who work at Netflix donate to... Oh my goodness. This is so much more than I thought. Twitter, again, Airbnb, Apple, Stripe, Lyft, Google, Salesforce, Facebook, Tesla. Tesla's pretty woke. Pretty Democrat, I should say. eBay, PayPal, Microsoft, Amazon. Well, PayPal, like, wasn't that one of Elon's companies at one point? Amazon, Uber, Hewlett Packard, Intel, Oracle. Damn. That's cray. All right. I'm going to stop scrolling through Twitter because we all know what happened last time. Okay, let's search for Victoria Valone on Twitter. Victoria Valone, hottie body cleanup crew. Is she on Twitter? Account suspended. Couldn't be her, could it? Victoria Valone. I'm going to say bio recovery. Could it be native New Yorker? Joined April 2022. Sus. Could she have just joined now due to her recent fame from this article? Maybe. Could it be? Could it be? This Victoria Ann person? Patriot Forever. Victoria Valone. Bio Recovery. I'm not seeing anything. Fuck. Victoria Valone, J. Crew. She worked in production. It's like, I search, but I don't actually want to see the results. No way. Could that be her? No. All right. I don't want to be a stalker. All I wanted was an Instagram. She's on LinkedIn? Fine, let's go to LinkedIn. And then that's all I'm looking at. Ugh, I haven't been on LinkedIn in so long. I kind of have PTSD from LinkedIn. But I don't want to sign in with my phone number. You guys can't see that, right? That'd be funny. Your LinkedIn verification code is... Sorry for the awkward pause. Ah! Oops. I dropped my phone. Send. Okay. Sign me in. Sign me in. Okay, let's look for Victoria. I'm back in. Victoria Valone. Bio. Bio recovery. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's her. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's pretty. All right, let's try to bring this up without yeah. LinkedIn gives me PTSD because of all the day jobs I've had. And I just, the working world gives me PTSD. Pilgrim, Chrissy, I have many cameras and lenses. Okay. Keep that to yourself. F's in the chat. If Chrissy should call. Ugh, not that many F's. I am nervous. All right, let's bring her up. That's definitely her. Her. Oh, man. Victoria Valone, Director of Operations at SQ4D. She's pretty. And then J. Crew. And then Bio Recovery. Oh, she doesn't work there anymore? Oh my god. Was that an old article? No, it wasn't. What the fuck? Was I reading an old article? How embarrassing for me. Let's see. No, it's from 2022. Okay, maybe she went back to work here. So this supposedly she stopped working there in 2018, then did J. Crew, and now she's at SQ4D. She went to FIT. Interesting. The search continues. Maybe she got fired. She was the poster child for the... Well, she's probably the prettiest girl who's worked there. But now she works at SQ4D. Let's look that up. SQ4D. What is this? Printed houses? Oh, it's a housing company. Features. Careers. Okay, so is this a 3D printer that builds houses? That's pretty cool. That's a cool job. Where is the staff? What a squirrely thing I'm doing right now. No, there's no like, there's no tab for like people who work there. Victoria Valone. I don't know what to do, guys. I feel like I've hit a dead end here. She's probably taken 6 connections. Who do we have in common? She hasn't posted lately. Nobody's on LinkedIn anymore. You're only on LinkedIn when you're like looking for a job. Okay, I feel like I'm done looking for her. Sounds like an admin job. Yeah. I've just been napping through this adventure of Chrissie and her voice influenced my dreams. Good. Did you have a dream about a hot girl who cleans up dead bodies? How would you feel if someone was doing this live about you? I would feel fine. Like this is positive. Like I'm definitely not like, you know, showing anything like I'm not that I wouldn't consider this a dox. I'm just trying to find an Instagram account to see if she's single. Oh, yes. Yes, we can talk about Sarah Gonzalez, my hero. I just texted her last night. I'm like, "You're a hero." If you guys have not gone to Sarah Gonzalez's Twitter feed, please take a little bit of time and go over there. My lord. She has been tweeting, so she's been going off. Obviously, she's getting like a lot of hate and stuff. Oh wow, yeah, she told me about this. So she's been tweeting all these just basically true statements to test out like the new Twitter, right? And clearly she's getting some blowback. I just received word from a family member that an unhinged trans activist stalked me online, found my family's information, is sending them her. Yes, of course, it's harassment. Okay. I just want to go to the straight up run. This was like part of the. These are everybody who like reported her tweets. Okay, where's like just the run? Nancy Pelosi, this is great. Nancy Pelosi is a drunk. This was April 26th. Today's the 28th. This was 2 days ago. She was on this. I wish a bitch would. Imagine being this weekend fragile. Oh, this is the lawyer crying about Musk taking over Twitter. Leftism is a cancer. Here's her at the Blaze. Joe Biden is a racist who eulogized a KKK leader. Hunter Biden is a crackhead. The only systemic racism that exists in this country is against white people. Black on black crime is a greater problem than white supremacy. The majority of Asian hate crimes are committed by black people. Look, I've liked them all. There are rapists and murderers at the southern border. The FBI currently exists to entrap white men. George Floyd was a criminal. The CDC is a danger to public health. Fortifying an election is just cheating. Whoops, forgot to like that one. The greatest existential threat to America is the Democrat Party. There are no birthing people. There are only mothers. Joe Biden sniffs little girls. Planned Parenthood murders babies. Black supremacy is a threat to America. That's because you're a man playing dress up. Put lipsticks on a pig. It's still a pig. Parents who transition their children belong in prison. Judging white people by the color of their skin is racist. Ivermectin works. Fat is not healthy. Sean King is a confused white man. COVID was created in a lab in China. Joe Biden did not get 81 million votes. Pokies kill. Whoop. Children who identify as trans are just abused. Men don't have periods. Climate change is a hoax. Teachers who teach children gender identity should be arrested. Leah Thomas is a cheater and a dude. Transgenderism is a mental illness. Anthony Fauci is full of shit. January 6th was set up by the deep state. Rachel Levine is a man. Holy cow. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. The coof jab is dangerous. Oh, you can't like it. Oh, but why? It's not healthy conversation? Why is it not a healthy conversation to agree with something that's true or is true in some cases? Only women can get pregnant. Your math doesn't work. Men cannot be women. Whoo! Was this the beginning of the rant? Yeah, that was it. Good for you, Sarah. Good job. You did it. I told her she should make this into merch. Like, there's people who have been tweeting like her whole string of those tweets. And I was like, girl, you need to make t-shirts of this. You need to make magnets of this. You need to capitalize. I would buy a t-shirt like just covered in all those tweets. I think that's a great idea. Very cathartic. Get each one on a magnet, you know. I would buy that shit. Mm-hmm. Italian women. Yeah, she's just testing it out. Why not? She's YOLOing. She's not single, gamer world. She's married with 2 kids. But she does have an Instagram. Unlike Victoria Valone, mystery girl, corpse cleaner, biohazard beauty, you know, blood babe. Victoria Valone. Should that be a segment? The search for Victoria Valone. No. Don't be creepy, Chrissy. Don't be creepy. I just want to be your friend. Let's see. Did I cover all the topics I wanted to cover? I did. Elon Musk. Truth Social. What's going to happen? Probably, my guess is Truth Social probably going to tank. Probably Trump will pull out. And then if he wants to run, he probably will have to get back on Twitter. You know, if he really is running. Oh, gosh. Okay, this was a fun article. Twitter is for simpletons and people who get picked on in high school. No, Twitter is for literally everybody. Call the pretty CSI lady. She might not even be still at BioRecovery, according to her LinkedIn. Let's talk about this article. And then we'll search for Victoria again. Do you guys want to talk about Pete Davidson or Hunter Biden? We be creepy. Okay. Biden claims school children don't belong to parents when they're in the classroom. Wow. Homeboy is just doubling down on leftist talking points. This is not a good look for you, Biden. Your approval rating is already like in the dumps. For real? Are we really still doing masks? How old is this picture? At the 2022 Teacher of the Year ceremony hosted by the White House on Wednesday, President Biden claimed that school children don't belong to parents. Where does this article go? To an article about the National Review that education is speech, parental free speech and education. Of course, you fucking idiot. If they don't belong to the parents, then who do they belong to? The school, aka the state. They're all our children. Ugh. Ugh. And the reason you're the Teachers of the Year is because you recognize that. Nah, man, you're providing a service. Like, if a dude fixes your lawnmower, he fixed your lawnmower. He doesn't own the lawnmower. You're like, this is a terrible example? Maybe. Ugh. They're not somebody else's children. They're like yours when they're in the classroom. No, they're not. No, they're not. I was a diving coach for many years. I never at any point said, oh, these are my kids. It's like, it's my job to teach them a skill, which was diving, to make them better divers over the course of however many months. And then bye. I don't see you over the winter. You live your life. You come back next summer or don't. They're not my kids. Ugh. This is so gross. Later in the speech, Biden targeted Republicans and the parent movements in local school districts that have fought to remove from libraries and curricula books that promote radical gender and racial ideologies. There are too many politicians trying to score political points, trying to ban books, even math books. Did you ever think when you'd be teaching, you'd going to be worried about book burnings and banning books all because it doesn't fit somebody's political agenda? Dude, there'd be no need to ban these books if books weren't being introduced into the curricula with your political agenda, with CRT, with the trans agenda. The books that we were using 20 plus years ago were all working fine. But the old school textbooks have been phased out and this new woke shit has been phased in. That's, we didn't have this kind of uproar 10, 20 years ago. It's happening now. Why is it happening now? Because new books are being introduced. Idiot. The comments struck a similar tone to that of former Virginia Democratic gubernatorial candidate Terry McAuliffe when he made his now infamous remark last year that parents should not be involved in K through 12 public education. That didn't really work out, did it? On the campaign trail, he declared at a debate, "I'm not going to let parents come into schools and actually take books out and make their own decisions. No, they'll take their freaking kids out and homeschool them or move to a different state. I don't think parents should be telling schools what they should teach." It's not that parents are telling schools what they should teach. It's that parents are going, what you are teaching is specifically not the subject matter we are paying you. Our tax dollars are paying you to teach. Of course, parents are going to be like, "Oh, this textbook instead of this one." They're like, no, this is about a you know what I mean? A little boy's sexuality, or like, didn't they find books that was basically like kind of pornographic and, with their descriptions or something? McAuliffe's then opponent, Glenn Youngkin, now governor of Virginia, countered with, "You believe school systems should tell children what to do. I believe parents should be in charge of their children's education." Since Youngkin's sweeping victory in the state, multiple Republicans have followed his model, making parental rights a major... See, it just takes one. Make parental rights a major political priority and crafting legislation along with those lines. Ron DeSantis, for instance, recently signed the Parental Rights in Education Law, which prohibits instruction of sexual education and gender identity in kindergarten through third grade, deferring to parents who decide how and when to teach their children about sensitive subjects. Not the Don't Say Gay bill. Savannah Hernandez in the chat. You want to jump on, homegirl? Where are you, Savannah? I'm going to send you a link. Copy link. Savannah, I'm going to put this link in your... Are you still on Twitter? Have you been banned again? What's your other Twitter? What the... what's your podcast called? Savage Talk? No, it's not. I can't think of it. Savannah, what's your podcast? What's your freaking Twitter so I can send this to you? Rapid Fire. That's the name of it. I'm going to send it to your Rapid Fire Twitter if it still exists. Are you totally banned off Twitter? Where are you? Are you gone? Oh my God, my nose is tickling. Savannah! You don't seem to be on Twitter. I think it's Rapid Fire Pod. Nope. Fuck. All right. Well, can I put it on your Instagram? I'll send you this link in your Instagram. And then come on if you like. Come on. She got banned after Tucker put her on? Really? I do have her number, but... All right, fine. I'm going to text you also, in case you're not listening. jump on my stream. Sent link in your IG. She's going to be like, what? Okay. Did I miss any fun chats? Yes, good point. Teachers are employees. Parents own the school system. Parents' taxes. Parents' schools. Teachers who don't get it should be fired. Yeah, you work for them. Teachers work for the parents. The Montessori school until 8th grade actually taught me things before I went to public high school, and I was more concerned with girlfriends. That happens. How do you guys feel about cameras in the classrooms, streaming live with parents having a link to check in at will? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because you shouldn't be doing anything that you're not, like, ashamed of. Like, I liked when parents would come and watch practice when I was a coach. I'd be like, yeah, please, fucking check it out. The parental choice rhetoric has angered many progressives for its efficacy at the ballot box, given that it has persuaded many moderates too. Last week, MSNBC host Nicole Walls compared the parental rights legislation to the war this was ridiculous. To the war tactics of Russians who get their soldiers to rape children by, oops, I shouldn't have said the R word. Whatever. I'm learning. Children by dehumanizing them. This is crazy. I think I played this in a previous show. Similarly, American Federation of Teachers President Randy Weingarten suggested last week that these Republican-backed measures amount to propaganda and misinformation. See, it's like they do, they call their enemies exactly what they themselves are doing. Projection. Propaganda and misinformation, claiming this is the way in which wars start. Most Americans and Florida residents, regardless of political affiliation, support the parental rights and education law, a survey found. And isn't that what it comes down to? Cream water. Could be a temporary measure until the bad teachers are marched out. Yeah. Yeah. True. Oh, Savannah texted me back. Oh. Okay. Okay, she's doing work. Love you. Bye. Yeah, she's busy. Good for her. She's crushing it. Lawrence. Wait a minute. Are we advocating for cameras in the classroom to see what? Just do the work and read your kids' textbooks and do the homework with them. Okay. Okay, yeah, I understand your point. But I think, like, I don't know. You'd want to know what they're talking to your kids about, right? Or, like, what they're showing on like, a projection screen. Because you could have your textbooks, the curriculum, and then the teacher could veer off from that. I don't know. I think because what would be so bad about having cameras in the classroom? Like, obviously not in, like, the gym or anything like that. But to just check in and see, you know, when you're away, you have, like, a camera on your dog and you can check in and see how the dog is doing. It'd be like that, but for your kids. Or put a camera on each of the kids' heads. Like a shark with a laser beam. Crash Mondo, abolish public education. I always wonder, like, if I have a kid, would I homeschool it? Would I have, like, the time, the wherewithal, the skill to homeschool it? Like, it's so easy to just say homeschool, but, like, I don't, you know, what if it's hard? Like, you don't want to keep your kid back by trying to teach it yourself. I don't know. Okay, this was an interesting one I wanted to talk about. This is a little clip that I saw somebody share on Twitter, and I thought, oh, I don't think it's real, but I guess it is real. Halnya Hutchins family slams sheriff for releasing footage of the fatal Rust shooting. Like, I think I saw this on Poso's Twitter. He shared it. And I guess this is like, I don't know how who got this, but I guess this is the cinematographer. Halnya Hutchins' husband is outraged over the release of the body cam footage showing his wife dying on set after being shot by Alec Baldwin. Oh, now we're going to watch it. I hope it's not too gross. Oh.
What do you need me? No. You want a BBM?
Oh, damn. 2 guys are down?
He's good. He's got a broken shoulder. This is how.
Okay, so this other guy on the ground has a broken shoulder. I don't know what that was about.
Are you flying her out? They're gonna. Yeah, she'll be.
Okay, so this is just EMTs coming. Just trying to do oxygen. All right, I guess we're going to see like the whole thing. Damn. Okay, so this is like a good 2 minutes. Okay, so it's like the footage of them trying to like. On her. Ugh. What I saw from Poso's Twitter was like a brief snippet of Alec Baldwin actually shooting off the gun. Did you guys see that? How do we get it back? Okay, pause. Stop it. Okay. It's the body cam footage. Part of a trove of documents released Monday show the medics attempting to save her at the Bonanza Creek Ranch. Damn, this is going to be hard to save for the family. I get it. So the video's release violated their constitutional rights and called on Sheriff Adin Mendoza to retract it. That's sad. First time Mr. Hutchins saw the disturbing and unsettling footage of his dying wife on the church floor was on Radar Online, an internet website. Oh, boy. Potential consequences are disturbing given how information is misused on social media. We fear, for example, that this shocking footage of Andros' mother dying may be material used by bullies to emotionally abuse him in the future. Oh, God. Your office trampled on constitutional rights of the family. The damage you have done is irreparable. Like, what purpose does this serve, having this footage out here? Panish said that Mendoza had promised to allow Matthew less than one business day to review the material before releasing it, and that authorities failed to redact personal information. Taking down the video will end your office's complicity in causing further harm. Ooh. Alec Baldwin's attorney told the Post in a statement that the release of the records proves the actor's innocence. How? Under New Mexico law, victims' families have the right to review such materials before they are released to the public and to request redactions. On Tuesday, the sheriff's office said it was complying with state laws, which require it to make public records available. A representative of the sheriff's office did not immediately respond to the request for. This is like a bloody show I'm doing today. Sorry, guys. Video apparently taken moments before Hutchins was shot also shows Baldwin rehearsing a cross draw on the set of the doomed flick. Ooh, oh, God, that's what she was wearing? Oh, dear. Oh, boy. Blood. Well, we know who they're going to call to clean it up. With Hutchins behind the camera, Baldwin is shown sitting in a pew and dressed in 1880-style Westerns garb as he rehearses whipping out the F. Elite Pieta .45 long Colt revolver that went off and left the cinematographer dead and the film's director Joel Souza injured. Yeah, how did that guy bust his shoulder? This is the first I'm hearing of this. Cops previously said the actor was practicing the move, which required him to point the gun directly at the camera in the moments leading up to the shooting. Both Hutchins and Souza were in the line of fire when the revolver went off. Wow. The movie is currently suspended. Baldwin's attorney, Luke Nikas of Quinn Emanuel, has told the Post in a statement that the release of the records proves he's innocent. How? Mr. Baldwin welcomes this investigation. The information that has been revealed by the authorities demonstrates once again that Mr. Baldwin acted responsibly and did not have control over any production issues that were identified in the OSHA report. I still think he shot her because he shot her. It's your job to check the gun. Damn. Oh, he was shot through her? Oh, shit. Damn. Maybe he hit a bench trying to dive out of the way. Okay, maybe. The guy who was shot, his shoulder blade stopped it, so broken shoulder. Woo! Is right. Oh, I talked about this. The Sarah J thing. She left because Gino, who also has a show on Compound Media and who is a friend of mine, called into my show, and he was trying to like trigger or make laugh or make cringe this other comedian, Kevin Brennan, who was on my show. So he just said the N-word a bunch of times, and she like took it personally and left. Made it about her. I don't have a problem with her leaving. I just think it was pretty cringe that she went on Twitter to virtue signal about it and be like, I just walked off Chrissie Mayr's show. And it's like, girl, she says the N-word all the time in her porn, so kind of hypocritical. Yeah. You gotta always check your gun. And yeah, and she had cornrows in. Yeah. Oh, Candace Horbox. Yeah, everybody loves her. I gotta get her back. I gotta get her on a Simpcast. All right, I'm wrapping it up, guys. Thank you for watching Mayor in the Morning. I'm so stoked that I actually was able to do this show in the morning. My goal is to definitely regularly do this like Tuesdays and Thursdays. So there. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Try to work out if you can. Getting to the gym is the hardest part. The waking up, the putting on clothes is the hardest part. Because once you're there, you've won. You know, anything is better than nothing. I'm going to drink the rest of my creamy iced water. Guys, tune in later. I think I'm going to do Gino Bisconti's Instagram stream at 2. And then I'm interviewing Legal Bites back here at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. So, yeah. I'm excited that that's still relevant. Because I was supposed to have her either earlier this week or last week, and the snafu. So, yeah. I'll see you guys back there then. And thank you for watching. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for all the comments. Needs more square? What does that mean? What does that mean? All right. Love you all. Have a great day. Drink water. Take your vitamins. Take your zinc. Your NAC. Your vitamin C. Vitamin D. All right. Love you guys. Bye.